Text, rated everyone 10 and up for fantasy violence. Logo from Mojang. Text, game footage includes work-in-progress material and early builds. It's all subject to change. A blue chicken dances under a spotlight. Different colors of cows, pigs, and chickens dance. A group of skeletons dance together. Players pop up behind a cactus. A row of camels jams behind each other. An Enderman flosses. Title, Minecraft Live.
Welcome to Minecraft Live, coming to you from the Mojang office here in Stockholm, Sweden.
Several people walk into the office.
We'll be unveiling brand new features, giving new insights from our developers, and showing exclusive content from a Minecraft movie. We'll also be revealing the first steps of something that might just change how you look at your Minecraft worlds forever. You have continued to showcase your creativity in ways that we would never have imagined. Minecraft is more than a game, and it's all thanks to you. Since the beginning, we've been adding new blocks, features and mobs, widening our world and give you more opportunity for creativity. And there's more of that to come. Recently,
a player looks at a map,
visiting some areas of Minecraft and looking into how we can improve our core experience, whether that's breathing new life into existing biomes or implementing features to improve the experience for all types of players. More on that later. And if you want even more details, be sure to catch the deep dig taking place at the end of the show. For now, let's catch up with some familiar faces who just happen to be tiny experts in our game drop strategy.
A pufferfish swims past.
It's Minecraft Live already? And we're doing it twice this year? And why are there now several game drops throughout the year? Help!
A creaking appears behind him.
Not right now. I'm busy.
Are you okay?
The creaking hangs its head and walks off.
Do you need us to explain how a calendar works again?
Tiny Jens, Tiny Agnes, can you explain why we do game drops now? And why Minecraft Live is now 2 shows a year? And what are your favorite colors?
Minecraft Live
appears.
Now 2 shows that we do throughout the year, so we can communicate our evil plans to our players more often.
Evil?
Did I say evil? I meant to say exciting.
Jens scratches his head.
Neat!
Agnes.
And game drops are our new release structure that we started in 2024. There will be several throughout the year. It means content drops of varying sizes, bringing the community new features more frequently.
Oh, also neat.
And my favorite color happens to be beach ball.
Does that clear everything up?
Everything except beach ball.
Last year, we released 3 game drops, bringing armadillos, wolf variants, this pale garden biome, and more to Minecraft.
Don't forget the creaking.
I wish I could vote to not remember the creaking.
What? We don't do voting.
Already this year,
the creaking pokes the beach ball and it deflates.
2025 game drop, bringing new nature blocks, different types of cows, pigs, and chickens, and firefly bushes to Minecraft. Aww.
But that's
they all
just
have
the
heart
beginning
eyes.
of what we got planned. Today, we'll be sharing details of another brand new game drop coming this year.
Wow! Can we call it the Tiny Voo Drop?
I think we need to have a talk again, off camera.
Hooray!
Jens points to the sign. Chickens appear and fly past, in the Minecraft office. A dev lifts a real-life egg off the floor. In a meeting, several workers shoo away the camera. The same man from earlier goes to eat the egg, but when he spots the camera, tosses it casually over his shoulder.
Agnes, and I'm so happy to be here with you all again. We have quite many things we would love to share with you all today. And we will start with something that many of you have already been testing. And today, I'm happy to announce the name and date for our upcoming drop. It's called Spring to Life, and it will actually be releasing in just a few days' time, on March 25th. We want to revisit
the title
some
appears.
existing biomes to make them more delightful and to give them a clearer and more unique personality. And in that way, we hope to enhance some of the existing core values Minecraft already has, like exploration and building, because it's so much more exciting and inspiring and fun to journey through the Minecraft world and to make it your own when the places you see are more immersive and varied. And here to talk more about Spring to Life are our lovely devs.
Nice.
On a camera
Spring
set.
to Life is only a couple of days away now. I'm really excited for players to get their hands on it and play with all the
Matthew
new features
and
we've
Sarah.
added. I think it's a nice bit of sort of spring cleaning to the overworld biomes.
The overall goal for this drop is to make the biomes feel like more different from each other and more
Sandra
alive.
and Matthew.
And the way we've done that is by adding new blocks that are unique to certain biomes. We've added mob variations that occur in certain biomes, and then we've added new sounds and moving particles to add some feeling of motion as well.
Fireflies fly up into the night.
Farm animal mobs are pretty iconic. So I wanted to keep like some of the features that I think are important to them. But at the
Sarah.
same time, I wanted to kind of introduce some kind of like new colors, or for like the cows, I introduced some like different horn types and stuff. For the cold cow, we were inspired by the Highland cattle, which is very fluffy and very fuzzy, very cute. We have the hot climate
It has
pig, which is
forward-facing
the Red
horns.
River hog kind of inspired. That has this cool markings on its face and everything. And then we have a cold or cool chicken, which is inspired by Polish chickens, which have some really nice kind of feathers going on.
I think my favorite is
It has a
the
huge
cool
crest
chicken,
on its head.
just because I get to say cool chicken around the office a lot.
They both grin.
The new sounds we've
The
added
cool
is
chicken
sounds for
has
the
a
desert,
larger headdress and is
sounds
gray.
for firefly bush, sounds for the leaf litter, and sound personalities for the wolves. The desert biome is a really peaceful place. You will start to hear sounds of sand and wind. And hopefully you will feel the emptiness of the desert. The overworld got ambient sounds attached to the blocks, so if the player removes all of the blocks, the sound goes away. And if the player is bringing these blocks that has sounds, you bring the sound as well.
And we think some players who really want to like stretch their building skills and take it a bit further will start trying to incorporate sounds into their builds as well.
Sandra nods.
The wolf sounds are actually not wolves, it's dogs. I went to a dog daycare and recorded a lot of dogs.
Could you do the Mad Wolf?
We've also
Flowers
made
grow
some
on
other
top of
changes to
cacti.
add more movement to the overworld. For example, with the new firefly bush, the block attracts firefly particles that move around above it, which is really nice when you find them in the swamp or near rivers. And because the fireflies
Single pixel light
come out
sources
in
float
darkness
through the
and go
night.
away in the light, like a technical player can even switch them on and off. So there's a lot that you can do with this block.
They cluster
I'm
around
really
the
excited
bushes.
about the new spawn eggs too. For players who play in creative mode, we have so many mobs in the game now, and the spawn eggs, they were starting to look a bit all the same, like it gets harder and harder to remember which one is which. So I think the new art is just fantastic, and there's so much character and personality.
Similar to the changes to the lodestone recipe, we also wanted to change the cartographer villager traits so that you get more maps to take you towards other villages in different biomes, again, to sort of encourage players to explore and move to different locations with knowing a bit more what they're going to get.
A player places leaf litter on the ground, feeds
In
their
case you missed
wolf, and then
anything,
places a
here's
flower on a
summary
cactus.
from our friends at Element Animation.
A merchant struts through various biomes, followed by his two llamas. He dances as he sniffs flowers, jams next to a beige chicken, which drops a brown egg, and then opens a chest. He stops when he sees a bush. He continues dancing as he goes through a desert biome, up through a layer of ice, dancing on either side of a cartographer, and then approaches another bush high up on a cliff. He fights with Steve for a piece of bread, passes a Highland cow as he slides upside down along ice. He flips along the tops of cacti, flashing red with damage with each bounce. He finds another bush. A single leaf falls from a nearby tree. The merchant watches it flutter through the air. The leaf, the merchant, the leaf, the merchant. He stares. He rushes toward it, and then runs headlong into the tree. Dozens more leaves fall down around him as his vision blurs in and out. Later that night, he awakens. Leaves burst from the ground. Trembling, he looks upward as dozens of cows and pigs and chickens spawn in around him. He headbangs, whirling his nose around. In real life, his llamas nudge his unconscious body. Steve cocks an eyebrow at him. In the dream, pools of lava appear as the leaves drift by. The merchant sprints after one of them. Hostile mobs appear. They begin headbanging. The leaf drifts upward as several blocks tower above the merchant. He platforms toward them. A chicken dissolves in lava. Cracks begin appearing in the tower. As the merchant ascends, it pushes up higher, as a giant tree all around them lights up and explodes with leaves. Steve walks away from the merchant, the tree disappearing in midair. The merchant struts off. A bee flies past.
And I play Natalie in a Minecraft movie. I started playing Pocket Edition with my friends way back when I was like 10. We were on a competitive dance team, and whenever we had a spare moment, we'd play Minecraft together. Action! Guys, I've read about this. We're experiencing
on a set.
A shared delusion. When I was offered the role of Natalie, it felt like such a cool opportunity to bring together my love of acting and Minecraft. I was blown away when I stepped on set for the first time. It sunk in that I was in Minecraft. It was such a cool moment seeing all the set pieces come together. It was the details that really stuck out to me, though. The life-size blocky trees,
Emma walks alongside
the cute
Jack Black.
potatoes, and how interactive the village set was. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It felt spot on, like I was walking right into the game. We've got a clip to share that took place on that amazing set. This is the first time Natalie and the crew have stepped into a Minecraft village, and they start to learn the ins and the outs of this new and very different world.
An archway towers over a village.
Here it is!
Smoke rises from chimneys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are these guys?
Oh, these dudes?
The villagers
They're the
stare.
villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. You don't bug them, they won't bug you. They just like to
Four
chill,
people walk through the
trade,
town.
and eat buttloads of bread. They love crushing a loaf.
So they built all this?
Yeah, most of it. But the good stuff you see, that's all Steve. Anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits.
They all look upward. An iron golem appears.
Local security force.
It stops and looks at Steve.
Unless
The golem
you start
walks off.
messing with the villagers. Don't ever do that.
This place makes no sense.
Come with me.
Emma stares, her eyes wide.
Yo, I need protein like Prato.
I got just the place, buddy.
A shop shows a model of a chicken on top of it. Dozens of chickens are inside glass.
I got goose pimples just walking up on it. You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? I did, and you're about to find out.
Steve pulls a lever. Redstone lights up along a circuit. A chicken drops down into a chamber. Two pistons part to allow lava to drip on it. A cooked chicken appears on the countertop.
Now, but later in the movie, it's the center of a ton of action. I had a lot of fun training for the fight scenes and learning how to take out hostile mobs. Surprisingly enough, my dance background really helped with the stunts. I mean, fight choreography and dancing do have a lot in common. A Minecraft movie is coming to theaters on April 4th. Get your tickets now. If you can't wait to experience some of the things the movie has in store, Mojang has you covered. Starting on March 25th, you'll be able to join an in-game live event where you can play mini-games inspired by the movie and even earn an exclusive cape. Stick around until the very end of the show where Jens and I will play a quest from the live event. Wish me luck!
Emma grins and shrugs. Title: A Minecraft Movie Live Event. Steve uses a garden hoe and then plants seeds. He turns around to see a piglin. Meat hovers nearby. He looks around, then equips a sword. Dozens of mobs approach him. Title: Defend Midport Village. Fight off the piglins with Garrett. A chained ghast fires a fireball at a village. Text: Mine for resources with Henry. A crowd descends into an intricate mine. They fight off spiders and an Enderman. Text: protect the payload with Dawn and Natalie. 2 llamas pull a cart as hostile mobs attack it. An armored team fights it off. Text: complete all the quests to unlock a cape. Title: a Minecraft movie. Join the live event and earn a cape. In the office, a worker walks down a hallway.
Oh no.
I'm very
He
much
looks up
looking
as the
forward
camera
to share
shakes.
our new
Agnes.
unseen game drop. But before that, we have something a bit different that will first come to Bedrock in a few months. And we can see it as the start of a new journey. And Jens and Jasper are here to talk more about it.
Jens gives a fluttering wave. He has long red hair and a red and white
we
beard.
would create the art for Minecraft's new features as we were developing them. I made the pixel art for lots of things, and though I enjoyed doing that, I wouldn't call myself an artist. Over time, and after seeing all the cool things players were making, we decided that vanilla Minecraft deserved something better. So we brought in dedicated visual artists to work on the game. World of Colors was the first update to include their work. Minecraft's simple style also encouraged players to create their own textures and shaders to customize the look of the game. Now, we are very excited to show you the next step for Minecraft's visual design. A new look that still stays true to our creative principles. I'm proud to present Vibrant Visuals.
Title appears for Vibrant Visuals. A slider shows the difference between the
Vibrant Visuals is
previous
a visual
version
update
of
the game.
Minecraft and a new
It
texture.
enhances like all the visuals and everything you see, but it doesn't influence
Jasper.
gameplay. When you enter the game, there's an immediate sense of wonder. You see the sun shining through the trees, maybe behind the mountain, maybe through the clouds. It makes the game like have a really epic scale, and it's so much more interesting.
Comparisons continue to run,
explore.
showcasing the improved
You might
lighting.
notice when you look at the blocks that light behaves a bit differently on the textures. This is because we have used a method that allows us to create extra textures for every texture, and this will enhance how the lighting behaves on the block. We have improved like all our emissive textures, so stuff actually glows now, like spider eyes or Enderman eyes.
In the darkness,
In the
an
lush caves,
Enderman
it also
approaches.
looks very, very nice with all the glow berries around there. When you're building your house, you might want to be a little bit pickier now, because you will likely want to make it face the sun. Because compared to before, now the light will actually shine through your windows and light up your room.
Light
In the
stretches
past,
across
whenever
3 beds.
I took screenshots of my own builds. I tended to do them when it was dawn or dusk in the day and night cycle, because that gave the most interesting contrast. Now with vibrant
sunset gains a
visuals,
pink to
the
blue
directional
gradient.
light and the shadows and all the effects will give you a much more opportunity to create very interesting screenshots.
At
One of my
sunset, a
favorite
player's
new
shadow
improvements is
stretches
the
along the
water.
grass.
Like the water has reflection now and it looks absolutely amazing. The deep
Beams
dark,
of light trace through the water.
smoke is now emissive and creates a really magical scene. Before it did so as well, but now it's more immersive.
One of my
The
favorite
warden
things
shakes
that
its
the team
head.
created is the way shadows align with the grids and pixels. I've not seen that in any other game, and it feels true to Minecraft.
The shadows, they
A
add
bee
a lot of
flies
good
around
contrast
and
to
its
the
shadow
world.
mirrors its
It helps
actions.
put everything in context, and it will make the world feel a little bit more familiar. You can also see in the
The water
reflections
twinkles and
that they're
shimmers.
pixelated according to the texture. This is for the sake of consistency, and we think it looks great.
Underwater has a teal-green
Vibrant
hue.
Visuals is backwards compatible with all your old worlds. You can just turn it on in the settings. It runs locally, so you can play together with your friends that don't have it activated in the same server.
When we started developing Vibrant Visuals, we felt that it was important to do something new and fresh while keeping it true to vanilla. And I think Jasper and the team did a great job. Though we are sharing the first news of Vibrant Visuals today, we are at the very start of a long journey. We believe this is something very special for the game. We are bringing Vibrant Visuals to a broad range of devices. This graphical upgrade is planned for Java, and we're exploring how to do it. But the first version will be available on compatible Bedrock devices in the coming months. I hope these new features will inspire people to create even more amazing builds.
The sun shines over a snow biome. An allay flies past. In a break room, a worker in the Minecraft office offers her food. Another dances in front of a TV screen. One searches for her mouse to find it missing. It reappears as the camera swoops past.
It's time
Agnes.
to announce a never-before-seen game drop. It's something completely new, and I must confess I'm very excited about it. It's something that helps you build really big structures. It's something that might make you create a completely new kind of relationship with an existing mob. And it's also something that makes it extra precious to journey through the Minecraft world together with your friends. And it all
She
starts
taps her
with
chin.
a rather special and possibly quite sad new block you find in the Nether. More precisely, in the Soul Sand Valleys, around these familiar, odd-looking bone structures. But if you take a closer look, you might notice something you haven't seen before. It's a bit hard to tell from behind, but if you look from the other side, you will see a sad face that you probably recognize.
It resembles a tiny ghast. Title for dried ghast.
The dry
It
ghast
sits
is
below the
really
bone
smaller
archway.
than a regular block, and well, it has this cute little tentacles on the sides, and has this
Marco and
just little
Elizabeth.
grumpy face to it.
It seems
It
very
sits on the soul
dehydrated.
sand.
Then you might think that, well, let's put water on it. But there is no water in Nether.
So we can bring it to somewhere where there is water. We'll pick up the block from the Nether, bring it with us.
Agnes
from
and
the
Anna.
The Nether through a portal, and what better way to rehydrate a dried ghast than just put it in water?
And then
The player places a water block. The sun
wait.
sets and stars swirl overhead.
A little bit.
It begins
over
to
time,
rain.
It's gonna start. First it's grumpy, right? Then it gets neutral, and then it's gonna start smile more and more.
Because then a ghastling is spawned.
It gets slightly bigger than one block.
It's
It floats, smiling.
precious. It's baby.
He's smiling. He's happy.
Its tendrils wiggle underneath its white block. Pink gills appear on the sides of
So
its face.
the ghastling just floats around the overworld. I mean, it's a little balloon, basically, right? So yeah, it does what a balloon does. It floats and goes around, but it's also very curious. So it's gonna somewhat imprint over players or mobs and just follow them around a bit until it gets bored, and then it's just gonna, go and follow something else.
This one will not
The
spit
ghastling floats toward the
fireballs,
player.
But you can feed it with something, Agnes.
Yes. It actually is quite fond of snowballs instead, of course.
I think it's so adorable. It's both hydration and cooling down.
And when
Green
it grows
sparkles
up,
appear around the ghast
it
as the
turns
player
into
feeds snowballs.
Yet another new thing, which is the happy ghast.
It gets to full size,
the happy
about
ghast
5 by
is
5
rarely towards
blocks.
the player is gonna roam around, fly around. If the ghast brings you fires, the happy ghast brings you smiles.
Elizabeth
There's
grins.
one more
The
thing
ghast floats
you can do
around.
with happy ghast. You can fly on it.
Which is obviously what you long for when you see your buddy flying around in the sky. You want to go flying with it. So if you
The player
craft a
sits on a
harness
huge
for your
saddle on
ghast,
its back, which includes
you can
goggles for the
tap
ghast.
to come closer with the harness, put the harness on, and jump up on it.
An interesting thing about
The player
harness also
sits
is
on
that
top
you
of
can
its
use
head.
it as an indicator to see if someone is riding the ghast, because, well, it's got these goggles, and if someone is riding it, they go down in front with the ice.
Elizabeth grins.
We have a new
The player looks down as they
feature
mount the
as
ghast.
well, Agnes, the locator bar, right?
Yes, so we have a new feature, the locator bar, which you see like at the bottom of the screen, and there you can see kind of in which direction your friends are. So then like when you're out flying on the happy ghast, for example, and want to find your friend, you see, okay, I should travel here.
Several multicolored
Actually be
icons
up to
appear along the
4
bar.
players on the happy ghast, so you can fly on it together.
So you can be the passenger princess on my ghast.
Of course.
Agnes grins. 4 players sit on each of the edges.
Be a great tool for our survival builders because it's a bit like being in creative mode, but in survival, right? You have this platform that allows you to position wherever you want in the sky, and then you can just dismount and build from the position you are at, which is super convenient when working on mega builds or sky bases or tall towers. Is super handy.
The ghast floats in place while the player stands on it.
With all these things, we have the dried ghast with all of its decorative implications, the ghastling, which is livening up a base, which is just lovely. Then there is the happy ghast with all of the shenanigans you can do with the PvP, the construction, racing, and so many more things.
4 ghasts float over cherry blossoms.
To try out these new features in snapshot betas and previews, and we are so excited to see all the feedback we're gonna get.
Agnes grins and presses her palms together.
Today we announce
Tiny
our
Vu,
second
Agnes,
game drop of the year. It will start
and
dry
Jens ride the
ghasts,
ghast.
Ghastlings, happy ghasts, and more.
Look forward to a ghastly summer.
We also announced Vibrant Visuals, a graphics upgrade coming soon to Bedrock.
Oh, and the first drop of 2025 is arriving on March 25th, starring both cold and warm pigs.
Along with leaf litter, new leaf falling particle effects, and loads more features that we don't have time to talk about before this ghast crashes.
Before this what?
I mean, lands safely.
Jens pulls out a monocle. The happy
Now,
ghast
if you'll
lowers
excuse
itself
me.
and they dismount.
I'm off to co-host
He pulls out
the
a glittering pair of
But
glasses that
that's
say
with
after show.
average size Jens, Agnes, and Vu.
Oh,
Oh, but don't worry. We can watch it together right now.
An armadillo runs off as a TV screen appears.